Pakistani.
She's Pakistani, yes.
Good morning, here, Bangladesh.
It's Fire 716.
Let's go.
It's Big Frank in the morning, Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air, Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking the air. Hey.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. Happy Go Lucky Friday. I don't know why I said it like that.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Greetings, what it is. Cheers to the weekend. I don't even know. Yes or no. Locked in the room with me is my homegirl, D Money Mac.
Hey.
Yes. Zaima Beloved.
Hey.
And Daniel the Dark Knight, the provider. And we got a few more people coming in throughout the duration of the show. How was your yesterday, Lord? I decided.
Yesterday was plain awful.
Okay. That's not a real Disney.
Right,
It did.
You can say that again. Yesterday was plain awful, but not now. That's then.
Okay.
Right. I'm waiting for
Yeah. No valid.
For me, yesterday was pretty decent. Pretty decent for the most part. My poor grandma and my papa's sick, so I had to take care of them. And this is when liking to cook comes in handy, but I don't. So we ordered. But it was good. I have an Etsy shop that I'm working on adding photography to for people to purchase, like a digital download. Then you can use it for whatever, if you want to print it out, if you want to use it for a t-shirt or whatever the case may be. So I will have stuff more available on my Etsy shop. I only have 3 items right now because it's a process.
It takes
it's quality.
time.
Yes, and it's really quality, like high definition photographs. So
Matter of fact, I gotta make a phone call today.
I gotta support that. I definitely
The
gotta
people
support that.
have been calling me for JQ Juicing.
oh,
There's this guy. He's like, I'm just keep calling, just checking in. I want to be your first customer. I said, I'll let you know when we're up and running. But it's yesterday for me was good. Ministerial class. They have the National Day of Prayer yesterday
nice.
here in Niagara Falls that nobody knew nothing about until it showed up. Okay. Like who the organizers, they knew, and their resources knew, but everybody in Niagara Falls was just like, what is happening here? Hey, what's going on? But we made some great connections, though. There were some great people, so I'm looking forward to what the future holds as far as our church and organization being a part of that. What else did I do yesterday? Ministerial class, boom. Day of prayer, boom. Made some content with my wife, boom. Okay. And the children, no, the children didn't make it in. They were asleep in slumber, and that was the day. That was my yesterday.
That sounds like a good yesterday.
That was good. It was good. It was good.
Your yesterday was not plain awful. Nobody saw Annie, and I'm just disappointed.
I've seen it. Okay, let me make it my confession. I am not the biggest fan of
Theater
musicals as much as on TV and movies. Outside of the animated things that I do love so much. Real life person singing, even Tyler gotta go. Okay. I'm not necessarily a fan. Talk to me sometimes. Don't sing to me. When it goes sing, I just can't. Just can't.
That's hilarious.
I can't.
Sorry.
Short spurts, not long ones.
Musicals are the bomb. That's just the only one that I really haven't seen.
Like High School Musical.
How you not
Oh, I
like
hated
Never
High School
watched
Musical.
How you not like musicals when you so musical?
You got a point.
Because
okay.
I am enough. No. I don't
am
know.
The musicals, right?
Even when I have my little musical idea, they're short because I need this to be swiftly. You just like, for example, The Greatest Showman. Okay. I really enjoyed that film, but then again, come on, talk to me in between. Say more. Hello, how are you? I'm good. I'm well. What's going on next? Then bust out a song. Some of it is just like
song.
Musical theater, like my whole life, basically.
See,
and so for me, like musicals is just a part. Like it's like literally a part of.
My life was different. I went to school for culinary. I skipped into theater, and I threw that boy across the table.
No, you did.
And I said, "Oh, this might be it for this. This is where I want to be. I enjoy this." He was, "Oh my god, you almost killed me." I'm so sorry, but nevertheless, so I do like theater. I do like acting, and I've been in places, and I've sung. I've been Cool Uncle Johnny, and had to sing a couple songs in a few productions, and then church production. Yeah, I had to sing Lenny Williams. So I get the need of song, just not so close together. But yeah.
Well, are y'all going to give me a shot at talking about my day or no?
Yes,
Yeah.
we had shot and it was silent, but Annie had you stumped. Yes, tell us about your yesterday.
Okay. I had a few things going on. I'm going to be doing a podcast with Akanke and the Authentic Soul. And I don't know when that's taking place, but I have the interview later on today, and I'm excited about that.
Oh, sweet.
Because I do strive to have an authentic soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To be like myself.
Valid.
But something else that I'm extremely excited about is there's a new season of Bridgerton.
Oh yeah.
It came out.
Yes, Queen Charlotte.
Man, I'm excited.
Somebody else I know really loves
Oh my
Bridgerton.
god. Oh my god.
So good.
Okay. This is a feminine energy like celebration.
Yes.
So I just started watching it yesterday. So
Oh man. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna ask you.
you gotta
anything.
no,
gonna
like
wait.
I'm
gonna
only
watch
on the
it.
first episode. I will not, no spoilers.
Okay.
But they said that this is the best
I
one.
spoil life. It's my job.
It's gonna be better.
They say
than
this is the
first
best one.
season,
Can you
'cause
imagine?
The first season was so good.
I know. I don't see how it's possible.
Yeah. Man.
I guess I gotta go watch Bridget in a
Bridget-
ton.
Guess you
really,
do.
It's like here's the thing, because I feel like historical pieces sometimes they tend to be a little boring.
Yeah,
Drawn out.
yeah.
But Bridgerton's not like that. Like it's
Gotcha.
actually like
This is a series.
It's
This is
good.
not a musical.
no, it's not. a
Okay,
musical.
all right.
It's
Yeah,
a
just want to
TV
verify.
show. Yes.
I've seen the advertisement. I didn't see song, but sometimes they
Yeah,
can
no.
get you.
But I will warn you.
It's a lot of-
there's a lot of hunching in the first season.
Gotcha.
A lot of hunching.
A lot of hunch.
A lot of hunching.
Code. Got it.
Yeah, hunching.
Got it.
A lot of
Got it.
hunching.
Keeping me cool. Keeping me hip.
Yeah.
Never mind. Hunching make you want to hunch. Hey, I think it. Man, let's watch Bridgerton together, hunching. Let's go
No,
ahead
you don't
and-
want to have children there.
No.
Yeah. But you and your wife watching it together probably would be really nice.
Yeah, I think you'd enjoy it. I do.
We're gonna try to check out some highlights.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
That's valid. There you are with your
Yeah, I wouldn't jump into the third season though without watching the first and the
Yeah.
second.
Gotcha.
It's just
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
For sure.
yeah. He's like, it's a priority.
Go ahead, Daniel, how was you yesterday?
Yesterday was a bit busy. I had the kid all day. I did a little bit of running around. I took her to get some breakfast. She ate real good. But then around 12, she wanna act funny. And I'm like, girl, I just took you out.
She was tired.
You know what I'm saying? She wasn't even sleepy. That's the problem. She just wanted to do everything and nothing at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
These
She
kitties.
hold me, but I want to be on the floor and crawl. But I want you to hold me while I do it. And it's like, girl, I am not Houdini. Nor am I Little Bow Wow featuring Omarion. So that's how my day went. And then, we fell asleep, took a nap, woke back up. And then, around 10, 11, we went back to sleep. So, that was how my day went.
That sounds like a productive day.
Oh, crazy.
That's a good day. That's
Well, it was productive for her.
For her.
valid.
Talk to the
Productive
children.
for her.
No, my children were crawling in my face.
Mickey Mouse Playhouse
That'd be
Life
great.
while I was trying to watch Black Girl Comedy Sketch Show. But it's okay.
I've seen a couple episodes of that, but
It's funny. I like it. And it's different because I've never seen Black women come together to have a comedy show, to do a show like that, which is different. I like the weird story. I like the weird characters that they come up with. And I was like, this is different. And it is funny. Now, some of the jokes is definitely for women to laugh at more than for me because I'm not a girl. So it's like, well, I don't have that experience in those things, but like other than that, it was hilarious. It was funny.
Well, listen, I'll check it out. For some reason, I haven't been able to get into series and stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just have been.
It's on HBO, so
I got you. I've been like turned off. Like I started watching. I'm done. I'm just out of here. Look for me a movie. Your error may be volume and not necessarily that they are in not working, but we'll fix it during the break.
Okay.
But truly, I don't know. I've been like, oh, I want to watch this. No, I don't. Oh, I want to watch this. No, I do not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the movie. Thank you. There it is.
That's me 90% of the time. Literally, because I'm not joking when I say I've seen literally everything. Like I've seen it.
Yeah.
Have you though?
Or I'm serious. Like
have you
seen
though?
it, or I'll put it on in the background.
But have you though?
It's not capturing my attention.
But have you?
Yeah.
I promise you, Daniel, the provider.
You've seen everything.
I'm Diaja, the movie watcher.
You've seen every movie.
Diaja, the movie watcher. Ooh, so wait, I gotta have one.
Majority.
Because I was gonna say,
Diaja,
have
the movie
you?
Watcher.
Because I have.
Zaima, the beloved.
I got a million anime movies I know you have not seen. So
Frank the what?
Frank, Big Frank. I don't know. Frank
everything.
Frank the man.
Frank the man. I don't know. It's too much. The Jamaican Valor. What?
I don't know why I have this on because I can't hear anything.
We'll be back. When we get back, we're gonna get into the question of the day.
It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be a little different. We're gonna figure out
some things.
Is the expectation of the black man unrealistic? Going down on Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. Make sure you guys tap in and come back, Daniel. The City of Niagara Falls Community Cleanup Day is going down.
I didn't turn you
Saturday,
off.
May 6th at 12 p.m. They'll be meeting at the corner of Tennessee Avenue and 20th Street right here in the City of Niagara Falls. If you have any questions, you can, I guess, Facebook Miss Arlene M. Jackson Dulce, because her number's not on here. But it's going down. Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. We'll be back with the question of the day. Let's go. Let's get it.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
TQ.
Breakfast.
I am. The Queen I Am with Felicia Gaddis. Her story, her experience, her wisdom. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. at Fire 716 Radio. TQ I Am inspires, uplift, and transform. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Alaikum. Salam. Salam alaikum. Peace. Thank you for tuning in.
Where's the freaky?
I'm finding reasons lately to why and why not. And the path is where I am. This the perfect spot for my miracle plan.
Today is my birthday.
Stay
Guess what,
mind
you
state,
guys?
emotions run inside. Keep weight at each place. Equal on each side.
Somebody else.
Love and logic, ratio forms are conscious. I'm boxed to pure alignment. Listen and become a prophet. I'm here with heaven's timing. I chose
One decision. This will make for one epic movie.
I am Bartimus Matthew. I represent Sector 716. the COVID-19 virus will not take us out. We will conquer. We will win. They thought it had us, but it did not. And we will not lose or be defeated. I am marvelous, Matthew, and we will not be defeated.
Can't stress a lot. We could love a lot. Can't stress a lot. We could love a lot.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, and lucky the Big Frank in the morning. I'm laughing because the sound man did the finger slide, and it makes sense to me because I get it. It's going down this morning. Get ready to get into the question of the day. In the room with me is my homegirl, D Money Mac, Zaima Beloved, and Daniel the Dark Knight, the provider.
Good.
There's always a storyline to this. So,
tell us the storyline first.
So I was watching Ebony K. Williams have a conversation with Iyanla Van Zandt. And she asked Ebony, would she date a bus driver? And her response was, only if he owned the bus. Iyanla said that's the long story short, I'm paraphrasing now. The spectrum or the scale that we are looking for in a black man is kind of almost unrealistic. She said that I would personally date a bus driver if he loves driving the bus. He was good to me. He's good to his mother. She said because she got some money and she's somebody, I have a little stack on the side, a little prenup, but I would gladly take that. And other TikToks that I've watched and gone through, there's this expectation of having these, I don't want to say standards or these expectations that just aren't as realistic based off of the challenges that we have as a black man, number one.
And just how life is.
And just how life is. Like there's factors to why we are not excelling. Mm-hmm. And I think Daniel said earlier too that I understand some of the pressure required, but do you think that what everybody want the man to be top CEO, boss man, entrepreneur, got the bag and going to Dubai?
So I'll say this first off. I was a bus driver when I lived in Ohio. I have had many jobs.
Wow,
versatility. I've done a lot, yes. So I have driven like the city buses. They're really fun to drive. They're scary to drive once it hits 60 on a highway. That's just a whole other story. But you make like you could make some really good money as a bus driver.
Union.
And it's not, there's so many benefits to it. And it's not a difficult job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna come home and be like, I was working construction for 10 hours. Like, no, you were driving the bus. You might be a little tired, but the bus seats, the driver's seats are comfortable. It's not a hard job.
Mm-hmm.
But you make good money. So for her to say she don't want to date a bus driver is ridiculous. Like he know everybody in the community. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's more to it than just looking at the position and be like, oh yeah. Like no, he made good money.
Valid.
I just think as far as standards for black men, who's setting these standards? That's the real question.
No, valid. And I think that social media has done a disservice to really what it takes. One thing my challenge was I wanted to be old quickly because I seen people old have it together.
Right.
And they got now we got 2 cars in the driveway, got the houses paid for. Now we don't retire. We live in now.
Right.
But nobody's talking about the timeline and the work that they had to put in, like to get there. I put in 50, 60 years of work to get where I am. Yeah. But then I feel like social media now is only showing clips of success and not giving the storyline or the struggle of getting there and then trying to maintain a relationship in that. That's just my personal opinion. Like I know where I want to be, but getting there ain't. Granted, for those where it's fly by night, or I came across, or I went viral, but even viral work is work, because it's like there's work required for what you're talking about.
I think that, you know what? First of all, let me say I love the black man. Point blank, period. I love the black man. My father was a black man. My father was a small business owner. My father was a nurse. And you can find, if you can find a good man, especially a good black man, let me tell you, you want to hold on to him. But then I look at the woman who did this interview. What's her lifestyle look like? Where does she come from? What's her experience? Because like, I think she's doing a disadvantage to herself and a disservice to herself by like excluding so many, civilians. But at the same time, if she's willing to say no until she meets somebody who has the caliber that she is used to, because I can't see Beyonce or Rihanna. Like, can you see those kinds of people with a bus driver? Like maybe they could, but the lifestyle that they have, they want to have something in common with that person in their world, So what is her career? Like, what does she do? But then you look at Tabitha Smith, right? Is it Tabitha Smith? She said, if it wasn't for the fact that like her husband had like a regular civil job, and he basically was so supportive to her and was willing to quit his job to help her reach her dreams. You can find somebody like that. So I think it just depends on the woman.
Yeah, I think that so even with that statement being said, depending upon the woman in her career and her caliber of what she does and who she's with, you got to figure out what you want, because certain not saying that all certain smoke come with certain things.
That's true.
Because you deal with you called out Beyonce, so let's use somebody who's been cheated on repeatedly. Use somebody who's been violated, trust and value, but still remain because the bag is bigger. Whatever.
All right. So are you saying that a bus driver won't do that?
No, I'm not, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that there. Who said it best? More money, more problems. More tools. No, more tools in your toolbox. And at the end of the day, it is a character in those things, but a character unchecked with finances can yield to a mess of things. So it comes down to character, discipline, all these elements. But I do have good character. Yeah, I do have integrity. Yeah. But my employment currently doesn't yield an income. Yeah. That can be supportive to the lifestyle that you've had. Right. But I can be an asset. I can still take care of things. And I think that's one of the conversation about how you handle the thing, because you can be in your bag. Right. You can be I got you, and I'm going to support you. Maybe I am house husband. Say less. What it is, what's up? Taking care. It's just what it is. These rope. Okay. Well, all right.
I don't feel comfortable making a judgment on like what they should do. Yeah. I think everybody has to look at themselves, and as far as I'm concerned, like if I can find somebody loving and supportive and emotionally available and single and honest, and he's a bus driver, I'm like, free bus passes, baby.
I ain't drive my car no more.
Those are qualities, but my thing, excuse me, unfortunately, currently, just based off of what I've been watching, what's been presented on TikTok, that I guess we're going here, that these I won't make a general statement, these select few of women with ladies or whatever wants this traditional high value man, if that makes sense. I want him to, I know. Listen, I know my trigger words.
Tell it.
So they want him to have a certain amount of figures before they rock with him or tap into him and these elements, and it's just like, girl.
There are more of them than there are us, so I don't think it's wise, right? Go ahead.
The whole high value situation, because I can't stand and I can't stand the people that be like, oh, you need a high value man, you need a high value woman, you're not high value. what determines the value of a person? And that's what bothers me, is because they try to put it like, oh, a high value man is a man that he's got money, he's got, you know, this great career, he's maybe he's a big part of the community, whatever these things are, and that could literally mean diddly squat to the actual character value of the person.
Absolutely.
They could be all that, and then at the same time a murderer.
Valid,
you know what I'm saying? So what actually is their value? And then even with the women part, it's like there's like, oh, a high value woman is skinny and like fit, and she doesn't wear makeup like that. She does, and it's just like, these things do not determine the value of a person. These are just characteristics of people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I can't it irritates me.
True words.
Yeah,
and I get it and I comprehend it, but you want
what I'm not to cut you off, but what, like, let's just say, right? Okay, you got the bus driver.
Yes.
Let's say he makes $70,000 a year. Okay, he's a bus driver. He makes $70,000 a year, and then maybe he has a small business he's working on the side. He's maybe getting $20,000 a year from that. So overall, he's making $90,000 a year, which is above
what regular people make.
Valid.
You know, and maybe he's a good guy. He's all these things, right? Then on the other side, you have a music executive. The music executive, he's making $300,000 or $500,000 a year, you know what I'm saying? And this is all he does, and he works with people, but like, he's a crap person.
Absolutely.
So he's still considered high value versus this guy. That don't make sense to
It doesn't make sense to you. It doesn't make sense. But just based off the financial situation alone, that I'm gonna go here versus living, because you can live well and have a good life with the bus driver and these things, but it's like, then you want to chase this, not for clout, for attention, because it looks good, or he got money, he might flex a little bit deeper. And that's intriguing for them, apparently, right now. That's just what I'm hearing in the conversations that I'm coming across. But like, they're not talking character, they're not talking value, they're not talking the components of the actual person. It's always been, oh, financially this or financially that. And then for men, it's just like, I'm getting to a place, but because I'm en route to a place, I may not get there. I might be okay at 50,000. We might be all right, just above. We're surviving, but I'm a good person. I am faithful. I am loyal. I have character. I do know how to budget. I know how to handle things. Then when you come to the scene as my partner and companion, it is my hope that you will add to what we're doing. You see my studio, you know, I can survive. But when somebody else comes along as a woman, you add a touch to make things look and to do, and you enhance what I have. And I feel like, and this is just me talking reckless.
That's the goal.
That I feel like that right now, they want the man to have everything already and not help to enhance. The text talks about while she builds her home. This is a team effort, and I get it. Some people got it like that, but I can talk for myself. I'm en route to a place,
right? And
if Tyra get fed up because I ain't made it there in a 3-year time frame or mad, shame on you, because I'm en route to a place, and I'm going somewhere. So, but now when I get there, don't be like, I want to let you know. No, back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot there, you know.
I don't know if is it from the Bible? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's a good question.
Is that it might be biblical, but anyway, it's a very popular saying. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think it's the same with value.
Yeah.
Value is in the eye of the beholder, because the first thing I'm looking at is like somebody's, what they portray, how they behave, and their connection with God. That's like the first thing that I'm looking for. And then after that, I am looking at, can you take care of a family? Right. Do you have the means to provide? And somebody else might put the other one first. Somebody else might say, yeah, I'm not worried about you and God. No, that's fine. Whatever. I don't have a good relationship with him either. So it's all good. And they may just jump to the finances. So I think value is in the eye of the beholder. Whoever is looking at you is going to determine, oh, Zaima, you know what? you're not the Grammy Award winning, Oscar Award winning person that you're going to be.
Yeah.
So you have low value. And they can say that that person's obviously not for me. You're not from my tribe. Beat it.
Say kick rocks.
and that's real. And life experiences determine where you place your value.
Yes.
And I just think that for some people, it's unrealistic.
I think you know what it is too. Along with that is, I feel like some of these women, they may have grown up in a struggle. You know what I mean? Like they went through some really tough situations where, you know, money was like a big problem for them.
Right.
So for them, they seek value in men who have money, who have that because it's a stability.
And that's understandable.
Yeah. And that's what, like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about the money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like, you know, you have to place value where it truly matters, because what happens if that money's gone?
Absolutely.
What happens if, you know, the house is gone, the car is gone? Like when it's just y'all, you know, are you able to still deal with this person and help build them back up if they lose everything?
But you know why you have that perception? Because like your life and everything that you've been through has like revealed that truth to you. So what do you do when somebody has not experienced that? And like you said, they're coming from a deprivation mindset because of their childhood.
Yeah.
Like we can tell them all day, you really need to see through to the heart of him, see through to the heart of him, see through the heart of him. But nobody comes to that realization without an experience making them see it. So they probably have to get their heart smashed over and over again, and then they have like this big awakening.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, I don't talk now.
I can talk now.
I've been chilling. Oh my God, why? Anyway, I'll say this. Is it unrealistic? I guess it is, but also it's because of a lot of things that we see and the things that a lot of people try to live by. I was watching the TV show yesterday, and it was funny because the girl was like, I'm a hot girl, or I'm this or I'm that, and the dude was telling her, all the city girls, they all in relationships. Megan Thee Stallion, she in a relationship. Right. What are you talking about? Like, it was like, you out here trying to live the life that they talking about, but all of them is in a relationship at home, cooking, cleaning, going out making music, and then doing shows, but they at home. You know what I'm saying? In whole relationships. You know what I mean? And then to the coming from a low place and wanting to be in a high place kind of thing. I always find that confusing, but that's also because I guess it's also because I'm a guy, because I know enough men that have lived in survivor mode their whole life, chasing a bag or whatever, but they've always, at the end of the day, they didn't care about your money. Right. They didn't care about, this, that, and the third. It was like, yo, I really just need somebody that's going to love me right now. Like, even though it was like, Survivor, they could be the hardest dude in the world. You know what I mean? Did whatever they did, sold whatever they sold. Might have a regular job now, might not. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, every dude I know in survivor mode always just wants to be loved at the end of the day. Right. It was never like it never went from I had no money, I need to only mess with people that got bread, because if I don't mess with nobody that ain't got no bread, you know what I mean, I can't mess with that chili if she ain't making no money. You know what I mean? It's always like, I just really need like somebody to just go, when I come home, they gonna hug me, not ask me what I did or what I was doing, or really care about it. I just need somebody that's gonna care about me.
If I'm being honest, like I do think when it comes to men, like your provision does reflect on your value. Or I don't want to use the word anymore. Your provision does reflect on your value in someone else's eyes, because that's kind of like that's a big part of a man's role. So, and that's why I think men are constantly trying to increase their provision, and it shows if you're very productive or if you're lazy. Like it could say a lot. So I do think income has a lot to do with the equation, but I don't think that you should close the door on someone just because they have a little, but you got to at least have a job. I'm sorry.
And I also
or a
think
hustle.
it depends on vision. And if you can attest to the vision, because the process of being a business owner in the first couple of years is very challenging and very difficult. And it takes 3 to 5 years to really get that thing kickstarted to go and be successful. And can you handle the smoke that comes with it? Because as much as because the vision is bigger, we got to make sacrifices.
And that's inspiring.
Yeah.
That will inspire someone.
Yeah.
So I think you will definitely get a nice little fan club just off of that. Just off of the fact that that's inspiring.
You know, so it's like, okay, let's do this. But then you're like, Dad, but baby, I know. I didn't say as much as I would love to be able to do this for us. I need to sacrifice this moment so I can invest here so that the return can be better later.
And that's also leadership.
And, you know, and I thank you for the hand clapping in the quarter.
Yes.
But then that also doesn't, though that's a goal, it doesn't feel good in the moment. Because it seems as if, why is it that we always lacking? Or that I just need you to trust that we're going to be good. Now, I might rob Peter to pay Paul and call Tyrone. We're going to be good. I'm going to make sure that the house is good and that the business can do what it's supposed to do. But in that time frame, if you come in here with the expectation that I already got it together, because I can make it, listen, your boyfriend good. Make it look like you got it.
As long as you're on the outside of it, I can make it look like I got it all.
Don't front.
And it's not even that you even trying to front. I just know how to make things work.
But you didn't have to do that with your wife, did you?
What front?
Front.
Child, she thought I was
all the bees.
Okay. Magic wand. No.
She's like, what?
No, my wife's expectation of me was just, number one, she thought I was real deep and real tongue talking all day, just praying.
But you are.
You are that.
I do kind of see a prayer service on your page every other day.
Yeah, I know.
You are that, and I'm sure
my man. You
got the cafeteria.
My man Frank lived 2 different lives, y'all. Y'all know my boy lived 2 lives.
That is my job. I'm busting them down.
2 lives.
So, but she just thought that I was so no earthly good. Like I was just gonna be deep all the time.
Oh,
like,
she didn't know there was a shadow side.
There's
there's a shadow.
Call me an octagon.
Not an octagon.
Versatility.
An octagon.
And because legit, because if you didn't know my story, ideally you see me Sunday morning, looks good. Wednesday, Tuesday, you're not with me every day. I'm working, I had a job, but then at the same time I wasn't working. I was just doing prayer.
She didn't know about your gang past.
I don't like when that started. Yes, my gang passed. I don't like when that started. That's just don't like the way
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. I know. I'm a as a man. I know. You know what I mean. When I met my wife, the only thing she knew was that.
Like I didn't show her
was that what I wanted, because that's what I told her when she was like want to be a thing. I was like, look. This is what I want. So, this is what I want.
So quick story.
That's what I'm doing.
I stayed with my aunt. And I stayed now. That don't sound too bad, right? In her basement, it still don't sound too bad because it can be furnished. No, in the corner room in my aunt's house, and we started dating and talking. And I was like, Lord Jesus, I would FaceTime. FaceTime, we talking, not showing the room, just the corner. Hey, love, I like you too. Yeah, we good.
Right.
Oh, let me see where you. No.
Yeah.
Not showing
my Wi-Fi. I'm having problems with my Wi-Fi.
And then she asked me to turn, and I finally showed.
I hear you, because like I don't think my wife has never seen my apartment. Like she's seen my apartment one time that I lived in before we got together, and like I never let her. Like she used to complain like, you never like asked me to stay tonight, none of that. And I was like, for what? And my thing was like, for what? I'm always at your house. You know what I mean? Why do you have to come to my house? I come to your house out of the convenient, and then I make sound good. It's more convenient, because you got Jada at the house. You ain't got to find nowhere for her to go. I'm just gonna come to the spot. You know what I mean? Because plus at my house there is nothing for anybody but me. You know what I'm saying? There's a bed. It's a TV for me to play video games. At one point, I only had a chair because I didn't care if nobody came over because I only needed a chair in front of the TV when I'm in front of the TV. You know what I'm saying? And then I had a futon. My mom bought furniture, but it wasn't nothing crazy. But I was like, shoot, ain't no reason to come to my house. It's dark in my house all the time. I don't use lights. What's up?
Did you get any heat from that episode on Wednesday?
No.
Okay. I wish he was here because that's what I really want to ask. What's his name?
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin.
No. I don't get no. I don't get no heat because I be speaking them facts. Okay.
No problem. You guys got a story?
You guys.
As usual.
Okay. As usual. So, because I think it's so funny that you guys are saying this because I feel like I had the same experience, but I'm a girl and it was the opposite for me. Because when I got with Matt, my ex, I didn't show him where I was staying at like that. That's why it made me laugh because it's keep the camera here. Wherever we went.
I ain't face. I don't have an iPhone. I can't FaceTime you.
And it was before I moved into my apartment. I was staying with some family members, but it was just not, it wasn't looking the greatest. Okay. But then he showed me where he lived, and they live in the suburbs of Toronto in $1 million house. And so he's showing me all this stuff. I'm like, wow, this is
really nice.
Is that marble countertops? You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. So I was just oh, okay. He's yeah, maybe one day, my family could come and, come there. Come there.
That would be when you book that Airbnb. Come on.
Yo, there you go. Book an Airbnb for the day.
It was definitely one of those. It was one of those feelings. But then, when we, we had got to know each other, and I had moved into my own apartment. It was a different story then.
Yeah.
And then he just he didn't care. He didn't care about none of that stuff.
Because dudes don't care. We don't care.
Yeah. I mean, you're a woman.
Dudes don't care.
I don't know if a man is gonna be
nope,
she's not wealthy enough for me, or her family doesn't have means.
Nope. Don't.
That's usually what
his parents may have felt some type of way.
Really?
Not even. Let me not say.
Is he from another country?
Yeah, he's from Canada. Yeah.
Oh,
right? Okay.
Yeah. He's from Canada.
I don't even consider Canada being from another country.
I know, but
I know it is technically, but I'm same culture.
I don't either, but then I have friends who are not from New York, and so they see Canada as another country. I'm
that's true. That's true. People who Buffalo, New York, because we were at Buffalo, New York, Niagara Falls, New York. When people say I'm from Canada, it's or when they say, "Oh, I've been to Canada," I'm like,
okay.
Okay.
Me too.
every other week?
I can go every day if I want to. It's whatever.
I went was Ottawa, Canada. Okay.
Maybe that's how people in Texas feel about Mexico.
Oh yeah, they be
Mexico, bro. I'm
from Mexico.
Go to Mexico. But
maybe
in Texas and California.
In New Mexico, be oh, whatever.
Who cares?
Valid.
Every other weekend.
Listen, they're having a Juneteenth concert at Legends Park Monday, June 19th. A live band, spoken word, Jersey Club. I don't know what that is. Poets, R&B, Chicago House. Whoever. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about them. But if you want to perform and be a part of that, you can call Nathan, the prolific Palmer, at 716-251-6967. Or Jacob Fleming Sr. at 903-272-3941. You can sign up with them. Also, if you go on Facebook, if you will, to For the Good of the People, For the Good of the Hood, there's a link on there that you can get as well. It's going down. 5716 Big Frank in the morning. We'll be back. And we get back, we're going to have a moment with Zaima Beloved right here on 5716 Big Frank in the morning. Let's get it. Let's go.
I am Barnabas Matthews. I represent Sector 716. I refuse, I repeat, I refuse to let COVID-19 cause us to be afraid and live in fear. We will fight, we will win, we will conquer. I represent Sector 716, and we will.
TQ, I Am. The Queen I Am with Felicia Gaddis. Her story, her experience, her wisdom. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. at Fire 716 Radio. TQ I Am inspires, uplift, and transform. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I Am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
A love and destiny, black hope that reach a honking track. Insert these letters to equate just like a mathemat. Infinite zero equation might be to add the facts. Hey, so, my brother.
With no mercy, blowing blunts through the city. Don't pay attention to the media. I keep my distance. I'm a legend where I come from. I got rank up in them drinks. I heard them niggas want me dead. Shit, fuck it, come and get me. Riding around with no mercy, blowing blunts through the city. Don't pay attention to the media. I keep my distance. I'm a legend where I come from. I got rank up in them trenches. Yeah. I'm a legend where I come from. I got rank up in them trenches. Word. I'm a legend where I come from. I got rank up in them trenches.
Niggas want me dead, well fuck it, then come and get me. Ain't finna be scared, you niggas is coming with me. I'm fully prepared, you better have more than 50. I just bought a Tommy, you think I came up with 50. I'm trying to keep the peace, cause I'm trying to live. But I came up in them trenches, you know how it is. Baby, you can't trust nobody, that's what mama said. And I ain't listen, so I had to do all kind of bids. In group homes, I was living with all kind of kids. I'm grown now, so you can't tell me how I gotta live. Not talking court, I had that judge every time I slid. And I'll be on you niggas next until they sign a kid. West side.
Niggas want me dead. Shit, fuck it, come and get me. Riding around with no mercy, blowing blunts through the city. Don't pay attention to the media. I keep my distance. I'm a legend where I come from. I got rank up in them drinks. I heard them niggas want me dead. Shit, fuck it, come and get me. Riding around with no mercy, blowing blunts through the city. Don't pay attention to the media. I keep
my Becky up with different beats. I got different needs. Now I'm excelling on you at different speeds.
Hey, so, yeah, it's true, my brother.
I get my daily dosage.
Talk to him.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in to Big Frank in the morning, and you are locked in with myself, D Money Mac,
Hey,
Zaima Beloved, and Daniel the Dark Knight, the provider. And joining the table with us is Kaya. We'll find out more about that. Kaya, how you feeling? Good. Well, this moment, real quick, we're going to give over to our guest for the week who's been rocking with us, who got the open seat at the table. Zaima Beloved, this is your moment.
Yes. Okay. So at this time, because you know what, we are all, everybody at this table is a visionary, and we understand how important it is for us to see who we want to be, feel who we want to be, and make sure we write that down, make sure we put that on our vision boards, make sure we keep ourselves in an environment that reminds us of those goals, right? So I want to ask a very important question, and I want you all to answer it. Even you, Kaya, welcome. I want you all to answer the question, not in future tense, but in present tense. Nice. So, who are we gonna start with? We can start.
I'm bad
Start
at
down the line. Start down the line. She
Deaja-
doing stuff right now. She got stuff in the works right now.
She's got so much going on. So the question that I want to ask.
Really hates me, you guys.
I want
Wow,
to,
that's
we got
crazy.
this. And I'm also asking anybody who is viewing right now. The question I want to ask you is, in 5 years' time, who are you? And remember, you're answering it as if you are that right now.
Ooh, okay. So
I am.
I am.
There you go.
A real G, homie.
I am D Chanel Studios LLC. I am. Ooh, this is kind of difficult. Hold on, let me give me 1 second. I know for sure I'm still Deaja. I'm D Chanel Studios.
I ain't changed my name.
So you're the owner of.
I'm the owner of D Chanel Studios LLC, which has expanded and now has a warehouse with photography equipment and opportunity.
Come on.
Works with well-known national brands and
Any celebrity clients?
I was gonna say that celebrity clients. I feel like I kind of already have celebrity clients to an extent.
Okay,
you know, a little, you know, a little bit. You know, it's only one major person I'm thinking about, but yes. And not only that, but D Chanel Studios also has worked with the government, doing government contract work for photography. Has sold over $2 billion in product on Etsy.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Yes, I have. And hair's longer. You can't see the illusion right now.
Long hair,
I'm just going ahead at this point.
Talk to them about your future.
Detail oriented. You should be detail oriented.
And okay, so this will be 2028, correct? Okay, 2028. Ooh. Oh, 33. So
you mean how old am I?
I am 33.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
You're doing big things.
In 5 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's very
I'm
impressive.
excited. I'm still part of Fire 716 Radio. Fire 716 Radio has grown.
Yes.
We are syndicated radio show, and people know who D Money Mac is as a radio host personality. Also, I would say that I am stable financially.
Come on,
my license, my vehicle, and you know what? I'm gonna just throw it in there, and I own a piece of property.
Come on,
you know, but
on three, congratulations, Deaja. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations, Deaja.
Thank you so much.
All right. Who's next?
I guess I'll go next.
Big Frank, tell me who's going next.
I'm a real one. What up? My name is Daniel. I'm a real G, homie. Count 6 figures on me. You know what it is.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I'm a father of 3.
Excellent.
I have written at least 3 movies.
Yes.
I collab with a bunch of people. One of my favorite people to collab with is my boy, Big Frank. Yeah. You know what I mean? We out here at Big Frank Studios now, because we ain't even just a radio station now. We just studio. You know what I'm saying? We got multiple places. Tyler Perry be trying to hit me up, but I had to tell him where my loyalties lie. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I had to tell him I don't do light skin versus dark skin content. All right. All right. You know, keep it a bean with him. He ain't want to hear me. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? I ghost right on the side just because that's just something I do for randoms. It's fun. Still do the radio station while I'm doing the radio station, killing. You know what I mean? I learned a lot at the radio station over the 5 years I was doing it. I don't work for the state no more. I work for me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
1, 2, 3. Congratulations, y'all.
And I wrote an anime, a couple of them joints. I'm out here with.
You did that. All right.
I sold
Let me go.
Yes.
Okay.
Who are you?
I am Zaima Beloved. And I am a Grammy Award-winning singer and songwriter, an Oscar Award-winning singer and songwriter. Just came back from a business meeting with Steve Harvey and Frank Hanley.
Yes.
Planning a few things, you know.
Connected.
Starting to dibble and dabble again in radio because I took a break to focus on my music. I am the owner of a spacious and magnificent home in Atlanta.
Mecca.
The Lord has blessed me.
Absolutely.
I also retain some property in Buffalo, New York, because those are my roots. Houston, Texas.
Okay.
I have yet to work with Beyonce, but I have written several songs for her.
Yes. Okay, Zaima.
And
because she needed.
There's so much to say, but last but not least, because like I could go on and on and on because that's just how amazing my life is right now. I am as fit as a fiddle because I run and do Stairmaster 4 times a week for at least 30 minutes.
Wow.
Looking like I did in high school.
Come on.
Girl, yes.
Talk to him.
And I'm also one of the top donors for several charities, but especially one that's very close to my heart, the Islamic Learning Institute, where I still teach children beginners Arabic.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Congratulations.
You got to say my name with it.
Congratulations.
We love it.
Praise God.
We failed.
Thank you so much.
We aren't as good as you are at that.
That's okay.
5 years.
So
5 years we learned. That's all.
I am Pastor Frank Hanley,
Bishop
of Covenant Grace Fellowship International. I also
can you? Is your mic up? Because like, can I hear you?
Bishop. When you get into this tone, loudness, you mature.
You mature.
5 years. 5 years.
5 years of mature.
I'm blurry. Still blurry. There we are. I am Pastor Frank Hanley of Covenant Grace Fellowship International, Niagara Falls, New York, and in Atlanta. I also reside on the council seat here in Niagara Falls, part of the community, and I own Hanley Holdings LLC, which houses Fire 716 Radio, which is an online radio station that is excelling well and just doing phenomenal. We are in partnership with syndicated shows across the United States as well. Frank in the Morning, other additional shows that we push and promote. We have a 25,000 square foot event space that's for people to use. We have a community center here in the city of Niagara Falls, which is not only a community center, but also a sound stage. I'm not going to talk too much because you take my idea. I cut you. The sound stage is available to be rented out in production, and we have a training course that is free to the public to learn
giving back,
as well as production, editing, and those elements to expose our children to those things as well. So that's what we're working on, and so much more to come.
Outstanding.
And let me not forget, we are definitely a father of still 3 children.
Come on. I ain't
not strong. You can follow them on their Instagram, TikTok. They are available for booking. My wife is modeling as well.
Yes.
Wow.
She's also a background singer.
Blessed.
She also does artwork, and
blessed.
She has her website right here, right now.com.
Yes.
Valid.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations, Frank.
Yes.
I'm enjoying myself.
Love that.
Kaya, what you gonna go? Are you ready? Okay.
I talk to him.
Come on, Kaya.
Yes.
I am Kaya Smith.
Yes.
The CEO of I Believe Enterprises.
Okay.
This is Miss Tori Lee.
Yeah.
Hey.
She is 5 years old at this moment. I am a mother of a 5-year-old.
Yes.
I am a wife to Mr. William Smith. Let's talk about the business. So I am the owner of I Believe Enterprises. I Believe Enterprises has multiple streams under it. Photography. We have business startup. We have business startup goes from anything retail, from lashes, hair, clothing. We have our modeling agency.
Yes.
We have a lot going on.
On three, 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Listen, when we get back, we're going to have more conversations with Kaya, and we're going to dig into what she has going on this week and coming up the next. all the above.
Before we break, this
Yes.
is like really detrimental because like I can't mess this up for myself. I'm also happily married to the love of my life, and we take family vacations to Spain and Morocco.
We'll be back with more conversations and more information with Kaya. We'll be back on Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. Good morning.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.
TQ, I am. The Queen I Am with Felicia Gaddis. Her story, her experience, her wisdom. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. at Fire 716 Radio. TQ I Am inspires, uplift, and transform. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
I didn't even think about the marriage part. See, I was so focused on
Kev on there
and D Money Mac. Tune in every Friday at 10 p.m.
to talk about conspiracies and all the truths they hide. Do you think the moon landing was true?
That's a good question. Find out this Friday at 10 p.m.
What's good?
BGIFF. Thank God it's Fatima Fridays, going down every Friday at 10 a.m. right here on Fire 716 Radio. Listen, you don't want to miss the Dear Auntie letter, the prizes, the giveaways, and the community conversation. It's lit, it's fire, it's a flame, it's off the chain with my homegirl Fatima Matthews. So lit, I had to call it Fatima Friday, so I say it again like I said it before. TGIFF is TGIFF. Thank God it's Fatima Fridays, going down every Friday at 10 a.m. right here on Fire 716 Radio. Listen, you don't want to miss the Dear Auntie letter, the prizes, the giveaways, and the community conversation. It's lit, it's fire, it's a flame, it's off the chain with my homegirl Fatima Matthews. So lit, I had to call it Fatima Friday, so I say it again like I said it before. TGIFF is TGIFF. Thank God it's Fatima Fridays, going down every Friday at 10 a.m. right here on Fire 716 Radio. Listen, you don't want to miss the Dear Auntie letter, the prize.
Here at Fire 716 Radio, we'd like to remind our listeners that the views and opinions expressed on our radio station are not necessarily those of the station itself, its employees, or its affiliates. We do not endorse any product or service discussed on our station. Furthermore, any advice, suggestions, or other information discussed on our station should not be considered professional advice and should not be followed without consulting a qualified professional. Thank you for listening and have a great day.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked into Big Frank in the morning. Listen, we have a special guest with us on this morning, Kaya from I Believe Enterprises. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about the organization. Introduce yourself. How you living? Go. I'm gonna move your microphone a little closer because you
speaking to it.
Yeah, there we go. And just make sure she up. You know, she got a little. I'm loud. Okay, naturally so. She got a little soft voice, and that's good. So tell us, first off, just tell us about your business and how you got that started. What was the inspiration behind that?
Okay, my first business was, I believe, Community Center for Success, which was a vision from God, just telling me, okay, you know what you're supposed to do, and I went in that route. So I started off in Houston, Texas. I was I had basketball, volleyball teams, and I was, doing things for the kids. I was a teacher at the time. So I was
about to check too.
No, you good though. We just make sure your audio is good. No, go ahead.
So I was I had basketball, volleyball teams, adult teams, mentoring and doing tutoring and everything like that. So the only thing I didn't have was the building. So I was doing everything except for that. So then after that, I started a hair and lash business.
Okay.
Which was, I believe, hair and lashes. And then I started another business.
Come on, you sound like you're doing Frankie. No, go right ahead.
So I started another business, I believe, productions, which I make shirts and business cards, labels, logos, and all of that. So sweet. I started getting too many businesses to have all these different business cards. So I came up with one umbrella, which is I Believe Enterprises.
Gotcha.
So everything is tied into I Believe Enterprises, and now we do events for the community. I just moved back here in November.
Oh, sweet.
So just bringing my business here, everything that I do from pretty much everything.
Gotcha. And so how long has it, when did you start? How long you been, so with all the business conglomerate together, when did you start? How long have you been in business?
2016.
Oh, that's sweet.
When
That's
I
awesome.
started.
Listen, it takes time.
Okay. It's in my blood though.
Yeah.
Fred Brown is my grandfather. So a big pioneer here in Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
So I have big shoes to fill.
No, absolutely. And I think that Niagara Falls, I say this all the time, is a blank canvas, and it's going to require us to paint that picture to make it become what it needs to be. So for you to be present here and bringing what you have to offer is a great asset and a great thing. Tell us about the event you got coming up for Mother's Day.
We have a Mother's Day brunch coming up. It's going to be massages, going to have door prizes, raffles. We'll eat some good food.
Come on, it's important.
Just come together. This is my first Mother's Day. So what better way than
what better
celebrate
way, right?
With other mothers in the community.
You had me at food.
No valid.
Same.
No valid, and you have a special guest,
Shayante
Scott.
Yes.
So she'll be speaking.
Yes.
I encourage you all to make sure you guys get your ticket. You can call 708-271-0549 to purchase your tickets. So with this being your first year being a mother, like how does that feel?
It is an adjustment.
Yeah.
It's an adjustment because I never done it before. It's like every little thing. Oh, she's doing this. She's doing that.
She's about to cry looking at you, Frank.
Oh, it's okay.
No, she just like, say hi. You got to smile.
Frank, how you doing? Hi.
Frank, where your head?
Say hi.
Oh my bad. Say hi.
It's just a lot.
No, I get it. I have 3 under 2. He'll be.
God bless you. God bless your soul, sir. God bless your soul, sir.
I'm sorry.
She said,
The best response I heard.
Yes. So I understand. My wife having our boy Trey. He was born 2 years ago, obviously, and that was her first time being a mom and having that experience, and it's truly an adjustment. And then we had a set of twins that came after.
She looks like she's doing an amazing job.
She is. Oh, mom.com. Like, she definitely is. And I think that this is a great event to be able to support and to make happen. So again, I encourage everybody who's listening and watching online to go and support. This is going to take place Saturday, May 13th at 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Doris Jones Center, 3001 9th Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Tickets are $25 or 2 for $45. Kids under 12 and under are $10. Kids 3 and under are free. They got massages, food, raffles, and more. Listen, y'all, massages are important. Okay. Self-care is essential.
Self-care is healthcare.
Absolutely. So make sure you guys come and just support. And say her name for me one more time. Shayante. Scott will be the speaker. I've seen her before, and she's actually mad cool as a person to come across. And if you have a business and you need t-shirts made,
business startup. So even if you don't know what you want to do, where you want to start, how you want to get it done, and I help you to maintain as well. So when you get to those points where it gets hard and you like, I don't want to do this, call me. Like,
why you playing patty cake? Let me go ahead and call you. No, I might be calling you, child, in 10 minutes. Okay,
and that's fine. Yeah, collaboration is great.
And these are some nice flyers too.
I created the flyer. Really? I do logo creation. I created my logo. Wow. I made my shirt. I do business cards.
Wow.
Anything that you need, pretty much. If you think about it, Kaya, do you do that? Most likely, I can get it done.
That's awesome.
Gotcha. Because I need to. All right, Kyle,
we about to get a flyer for you. We gonna put it on the wall. No. So every time we walk in here, we be like, "Yo, do we need to call Kaya today?
Do you need to call Kaya? What a commercial! You need to call Kaya today.
That is a really good commercial, actually.
And I believe enterprises. I believe you can.
I believe you can. I believe you should.
No, again, I want to encourage everybody who's listening and watching. The flyer is also posted on our social media pages as well.
I can give you the link too.
Yes, please. Yes. Matter of fact, give me the link so I can put it on the app as well. So people who are listening by the app can just go to the app, hit the link, and buy and purchase tickets as well. Okay. Anything else you want to deposit before you get out of here? Before we go?
No, just hit me up.
Hit Kaya up, y'all.
Anything.
Absolutely.
My photography, everybody prom is coming up. Graduation, baby showers, any events, anything that you need, photography, I can do that. Sweet. I can do I'm gonna be doing some business startup workshops. So
because I started.
Keep us posted.
I didn't get up yet, so we know valid. So valid.
Definitely keep us posted on those
things. And keep us. Let us know what you're doing always, and so we can promote and push and get. Because I think again, before I get out of here with our final thoughts, we're gonna go right into it. Is that it is essential that we put our best foot forward in the community that we're in, especially now. I think that business is important. And there's enough for everybody.
Absolutely.
There's enough for everybody, but sometimes we get discouraged and we can be like, oh, they doing this, I ain't gonna do it. No. Everybody can't be at prom. Everybody can't do this event. But my thing is, for the city of Niagara Falls, for sure, has been left out and in the background for so long.
And we used to have things for us to do. I was born and raised here.
Yeah.
So I know we used to go the deep end test at the pool and all type of stuff. So yeah.
But now everything has drifted away. And I'll say this quickly: Niagara Falls focuses the government on the tourists than they do the community. Right. That's where their priority is. That's where their revenue is. That's the hotels. That's downtown. That's the restaurant.
The waterfall
restaurant.
Which, if I could just say this real quick, I think that our government, if they actually took that same focus and applied it to the people that lived here instead of, and this is no shot to anybody that has businesses in the tourist district part of Niagara Falls who are not from here, but I think that it should be
people who live here, who born and raised here, should have first opportunity to have their businesses in the areas that make the most money in the city.
Absolutely.
We are the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
you're left out because it's too expensive. Is that what's going on?
We're left out because of the fact that where the money is tourism.
Yeah.
So you got the Niagara Falls. Unfortunately, you either got to have money already before you can really make money.
Got it.
That's why you feel people. I don't have buildings. I don't have that, or you just gotta. We working it up trying to get it.
Yeah.
Where there's so many red flags to stuff.
Got it.
You know, it's like, oh, it's this restriction, that restriction, and all of that. For example, the documentation.
Yeah, y'all
to
got
do
weird
business
restrictions here.
hasn't changed in 100 years. So that's telling me that it's still the same red tape. It's still the same limitations and boundaries you got to go through to get things done.
Which the tape from 100 years ago was most certainly created to keep us out.
Right.
So if it hasn't changed in 100 years, I'm sure it's
Absolutely.
still pretty prejudiced.
Absolutely.
That's terrible.
So you got to go
And
behind
the resources.
Exactly. There is no Black Chamber of Commerce for us. There's no, there isn't an efficient and consistent program set up.
So what you're
for
doing
us.
here is pretty extraordinary.
Yeah, this is sweat, tears, grind, work, God, faith, Jehovah. Where you at? Do it again. That's just really been the journey of it, and the hope is, and I thank God that I was able to survive. How long has it been? 3 years.
Yeah,
I think we're in our third year now.
Yeah.
With being robbed, with money being taken, floods happening, like we still
Crazy stuff.
Wow.
We still moving.
Is this your building?
I don't own the building yet. So
Okay.
what happens this year is a lease year with a possible option to buy next year.
God
if
help
the
you.
Lord
God
says
bless
the same.
you. Let's keep Frank in our prayers.
Valid. What's your final thought? We got out of time, but we got final thought for the
final
people.
thought. My final thought is take time to figure out what your goal is in 5 years. 5
Yeah.
years, where do you see yourself? And write it down. Understand it.
Speak that
that
life
you
into
can-
yourself.
You can move in the direction to be that.
Yes.
That's right. And be
Same.
detailed about it.
Yes.
My final thought is your man or your woman is out there somewhere. Keep the faith.
Yes.
And don't settle and don't have a place saver or a placeholder or a seat warmer in that person's seat because you might miss your chance at them.
Facts.
America.
America.
And that's it for me.
America.
And leave your big nephew at home. Don't walk with you all like that. I know y'all just related, but he look different.
True.
Guy, you have a final thought for anybody out there?
My final thought is God can make it happen. So don't rely on the red tape.
That's beautiful.
Dang, the Dark Knight.
I got two. First one is, dang, John, you missed it. Insider here. Insider for that one. Second one, the real one is woo. Okay. My real one, the second one is take the help when you see that is there. We have, I think, especially as a people, we are told so much that you got to get it yourself that we never look for help. And there are other Black people who understood that, hey, getting it for yourself is hard. Let me make a thing like Kaya now to help you get it.
Yeah.
You
know what I mean? So look for the help. You don't always have to get it yourself.
Totally.
All right, y'all. Make sure you guys check out Kai's event, I Believe Enterprises Mother's Day brunch, going down Saturday, May 13th, 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Doris Jones Center, 3001 9th Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Tickets are $25, 2 for $45. Kids under 12 are 10, and kids under 3 are free. And that's massage, food, raffles, and more. To purchase a ticket, you can call 708-271-0549. Listen, it's been good. It's been real. We holler at y'all. We'll see you guys on Monday. Peace. Do it all over again right here on Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning. We better do it.
Yo, this is Knuckles. It's your boy Dan the Dark Knight.
TQ, I Am. The Queen I Am with Felicia Gaddis. Her story, her experience, her wisdom. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. at Fire 716 Radio. TQ I Am inspires, uplift, and transform. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I Am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.